Good morning everyone. Today we will start the revision of chapter number 3, that is fiber to fabric. Okay. So first of all, what do you mean by the term fiber? Fiber means thin strands of thread, thin strands of thread that are made up of still thinner strands. Okay, so fibers are thin strands of thread that are made up of still thinner strands. This you had done in 6th also. Okay, now fibers are of two types. How many types? Two types. First is natural fiber and second is synthetic fiber. Fibers are of two types, synthetic fiber and natural fiber. Okay, now what do you mean by natural fiber? Think. Right, natural means the fibers that we are getting from the nature, either from plants or from animals. So natural fibers are obtained either from plants or from animals. Clear? Like natural fiber that we obtain from plants is cotton, jute. About cotton and jute you had done in class 6th. Okay. Now natural fibers that we obtain from animals is wool and silk. Natural fibers that we obtain from animals is wool and silk. And regarding these two, regarding wool and silk, we will discuss in this chapter, that is fiber to fabric. Okay. Now next is synthetic fiber. As the name suggests, synthetic fibers are the fibers that are made by human being in factories. Okay, so synthetic fibers are made by human beings or man-made fibers. Clear? Now example of synthetic fiber: polyester, nylon. Clear? So this was about fiber. So now we have to discuss the topic wool and silk. Today we will take up the revision of wool. Tomorrow we will take up the revision of silk. Okay. So now let us start with the topic wool. As you know, wool is a natural fiber, right? And we obtain wool from, think. First answer that will strike your mind, it would be sheep. Right now, wool is obtained from the sheep. Now tell me one thing. Only sheep gives us wool? Its answer is no. There are some other animals that also give us wool. No doubt. Sheep's wool is most commonly available in the market, right? Your wool which is obtained from the sheep is commonly available in the market. But still there are some other animals that give us wool. For example, goat. Goat also gives us wool. In fact, let me tell you, there is Kashmiri goat. What is its name? Kashmiri goat. And from Kashmiri goat, we obtain such fine quality wool that is used to make pashmina shawls. Okay? And about pashmina shawls you might have heard. Clear now? So goat also gives us wool. One more example, Angora goat. Angora goat is a goat that also gives us wool, and the name of the wool which is obtained from Angora goat is Angora wool. Okay. So two examples I had given. Angora goat gives us Angora wool. Kashmiri goat gives us fine quality wool that is used to make pashmina shawls. Okay, now yak. Yak also gives us wool. Clear? In fact, in Tibet, Ladakh, the wool of yak is very much common. Okay, so yak also gives us wool. Rabbit. Rabbit also gives us wool. Clear? So in this way, no doubt, sheep, the wool of sheep is most commonly available. But still, there are some other animals that also gives us wool. Okay, now next topic, processing fibers into wool. Now our next topic is processing fibers into wool. Clear? Now, the process of obtaining wool from the body of an animal, suppose sheep, it involves so many steps. So in this topic, we'll learn about the different steps that is involved in getting wool from the body of a sheep. Let me take the example of a sheep only because its wool is most commonly available. Okay. So first step is rearing. First step is rearing. Rearing means to take care. In this step, the sheep, they are taken care of, they are provided with proper food, proper shelter, proper medical facilities. Okay, and when they are properly taken care of, they will develop white color fleece. Fleece means hair. You might have seen on the body of sheep there is white color fur, right now? That is known as fleece. So hair of sheep, they are known as fleece. Okay, so in this step, the sheep, they are taken care of so that they can develop a good quality fleece. Okay, now second step is shearing. Second step is shearing. Now after first step, we had taken care of the sheep. The sheep has developed a thick fleece. Okay. Now in this step, in shearing, we cut the fleece. Like we can cut our hair with the help of a trimmer, right now? And it doesn't hurt us, right? Because upper layer of our skin is dead. In the similar way, the fleece, or you can say hair of the sheep, they are cutted down with the help of a trimmer. Okay, like we do the haircut, in the same way we can say the sheep, they are given a haircut. Okay, in this step the shepherds, they used to cut the fleece of the sheep. Clear? Now tell me one thing, shearing should be done in summer or in winter? Your answer must be shearing should be done in summer. Now the question is why? In shearing, what we are doing? We are cutting the hair, right now? And hair protects the sheep from cold weather. Hair protects the sheep from cold weather. So if the shepherd will do shearing in winter, then sheep could die due to cold weather, as hair protect the sheep from the cold weather. So shearing should be done in hot weather. Clear? First step, rearing, when sheep, they are taken care of. Second step, shearing, in this the skin or the fleece along with the hair. The skin, a thin layer of skin along with the hair, or I can say fleece. Fleece is cutted down. Okay, or skin with hair is cutted down. Okay, now after shearing, the next step is scoring. Now the sheared skin, or the skin that are the sheared skin, or the skin along with the hair that has been cutted down from the body of the sheep. Obviously it is having so many dust particles, dirt particles, grease particles, right now? So the fleece, the sheared fleece or the sheared skin with hair. Remember one thing, I am saying sheared skin with hair. Skin, it should be very thin so that it must not hurt the sheep. So in this step in scoring, the sheared fleece is washed in tank so as to remove dirt, dust and grease. Clear? In this, the sheared skin is washed. The sheared skin, thin skin along with hair is washed, or sheared fleece is washed in water in tank so as to remove grease, dust and dirt. Clear? So in first step we had taken care of the sheep. In second step we had cutted down the fleece. In third step we had washed the fleece. Clear? Now next step is sorting. Next step is sorting. In sorting, the hair, they are separated out on the basis of their texture. Clear? In market, you know na, so there is a variety of wool, right? Their cost also varies. In this step, the washed fleece, the hair, they are separated out on the basis of their texture so that they can be sold in the market according to their texture, and their price value will also be different. Clear? So in sorting, the fibers are sent to a factory where they are sorted out, they are separated out on the basis of their texture. Now next step is picking of burrs. Now, what are burrs? First example. These are small fluffy structures. Burrs are small fluffy structures that you might have seen on the woolen clothes also. Sometimes there are small fluffy structure na, that is known as burrs. Okay. So in this step, these burrs, they are picked out with the help of hand. Okay. In first step, we had taken care of the sheep. We had cut it down the fleece. We had washed the fleece. We had sorted the fleece according to the texture. Then we had picked out the burrs. Clear? Now, next step is dyeing. As the name suggests, in this step, the fibers are colored. In the market, you can see pink color, red color, and each and every color of wool is available, right now? But the natural color of fleece that you had seen on the body of sheep is generally white, brown, right now? So in this step, that is dyeing, the fibers are colored, they are dyed. Okay. Now last step is making of yarn. This you had read in class 6. From the fibers we used to make yarn. Okay na? The yarn that is available in the market when you go to buy a wool ball, that is yarn basically. Okay. So in this and last step, they are having fibers. The fibers, they are straightened and then they are rolled together to make yarn. Okay. In this step, the fibers are straightened and rolled together to make a yarn. So these are the steps that are involved in making wool from the fibers. Okay. Thank you.